Good evening, sir, or good morning, depending on the time you are viewing this video. My name is Morgan from Maxfront Technologies Limited, the support team for Impex portal, that is Impex Export Permit System for the department. We were directed by ICT to onboard you on the Impex portal for the sole purpose of uh, of, of approving permits. So the purpose of this video is just to show you how to go about the approval. Now the Impex portal is live on the DPR. It has been on since 2018, April 2018, and since then it has been tremendous. So with the new directive of the director, we asked us to, in the view of digitalizing some of these processes, so we have been instructed to include their QR code as well as his signature, a digital copy of his signature on every permit that is being generated by any portal in the department. So Impex is one of such portals. OGISP is another portal. So today we are focusing on how you can log in and how you can view applications that are on your desk, and then how you can approve. So once the approval is done, then the document will be ready for the downstream unit to print on their regular letterhead. The document will be saved, or rather will be encoded with the QR code as well as the digital signature of the director. So what it means is once you approve, it means that technically the director is putting his seal on the permit. Before now, what they do on the downstream is they will print out the permits and then they will pass it to the office of the director, where the director will now append his signature without the QR code. So now we are adding another feature on the permits, and like other permits, the QR code, which can be scanned with a QR code reader on any Android or iOS device, and then it take you to a verification page on the portal, and then you validate the permit real time. So in a short while, I will just log in. I'm using so before I go into the demo, the URL for for the Impex portal that is live is impex.dpr.gov.ng as is shown on the screen on the URL. Now, for the purpose of this demo, I want to use a demo account which I created in our demonstration server, which is Impex online demo. So now on Azure infrastructure, so that you see how your dashboard will look like once you log in. Now, this comes up with important notification for the applicant. So this, you click close button, you click on to log in, you click on login, and then click on login as other users. The other login is for the marketers. This is the channel where they apply for the import permits. And then the other users is for the bank users and DPR staff, and then depot owners or depot operatives. Sorry for that. So I'm clicking now, click on login others. I'm using your email address, but this time is a dummy email. It's at Melinator. This one you replace with your live email account. And then the default password. Then hit the login button. For any reason you forget your password, you just click on the forgot password link directly under the window of the login page. Now, this is the dashboard which you see every time you log on to the import permit portal. Now, on the side menu, you have a small video on how it works. You can view that at your own time. You have the report option. You have the import application where you have all these pending tags, previous tags. But let's dive straight into the main action, the main tags for today. Now, on the dashboard, you can see the active permit that we have in the system, that is current that is active. They have the expired ones. They have the total. This is the import application. This is where you know how many applications that are on your desk. The other button is export application. By the time we expose this to the export of petroleum crude, that you have a counter there. And this is for vessel notification, product certification, and then this is the processing application, the applications that are still being processed by the downstream unit of the PDJ. So once it's done, it will move here for you, and then you can now authorize it. And then as you are treating the application, this count will be decreasing. So that means your number of transactions you have on this demo account is 2. So if you log on and it's 0, it means you don't have anything on your desk. Now, this is the same application. This is the application report, which is the same as the report menu on the side menu. This you use to generate the monthly report of how much was the transaction for the month. But this one is done by the downstream, so you don't need to worry about that. So I go back to the dashboard. It's refreshing. Okay, so we now have go back to the import application. So let's go right away on to see how to approve an application. So I click on the import application button. It takes me now. Presently, you have 2 tasks on your desk. This is the reference number which payment was made. This is the company name. This is the time it was assigned to you, and then this is the due time. We are saying one day from the date of assignment. This is another company, Duke Energy, and the same information. Now, to approve the MRS oil, you click on the view button to view the details of the transaction. Now you see a summary of the application. You see the payment reference, which you saw on the other page, the total quantity applied, the type of application. We have new application, we have inclusion, and then we have renewal. Inclusion is used when the permit is still valid and the importer has utilized the approved quantity, and then he wants to increase, he wants to request for additional quantity prior to the expiration of the permit. Then this is the total amount based on the charging on the rates for each application fee. This is a summation of application fee plus statutory fee. The statutory fee, according to the guidelines, is 75,000 per product per 30,000. So what means here is I have a total of 275,000 here. That's 150,000. Another 75,000 here, because on the guideline, if you are bringing product from 0 to 30 metric ton, you pay 75,000 flat for statutory fee. So if it's 31,000, you pay 150, because the other tranche of the next set after the 30 falls on the second tranche, the threshold, sorry. Now this is the country of origin where the product is coming from. This is the estimated dollar the importer intends to for the banks to fund this application. And then this is the discharge depot, the sponsoring banks. And then the status is showing processing. Once it's approved, this will show approved, and it will move from your import application to active permit. If we scroll down a bit, we'll see other products. All this you can view, all this document that was uploaded against each of the permit if you wish to. And then of course, if you want to reject, you can reject, but that's the prerogative of the downstream people. So we'll just go down. So your job, you can see the trail of the application history. The first time it came, it fell on the desk of, it landed on the desk of the manager import export, who is Mike. From Mike, it was assigned to Garba. From Garba, it was assigned to Hafiz. Hafiz is a checker. And then once Hafiz is done, it returns back to Garba, to Mike, who is the manager on that unit. From Garba, from Mike, it goes to Sadiq. From Sadiq, who is ADPDJ, it goes to Mr. Alaku, who is head downstream. Prior now, this it ends here. But with the introduction of additional step, which is approval from the office of the director, excuse me, Mr. Alaku now is reporting directly to the office of the director. So you can see his comments. These are the comments from each person. Now, for you to approve, you just click on approve button, approve permit. Then the system throws you what was the summary of the application and the amount of estimated, the estimated dollar value. You can put your comment is optional, and then you click on the accept button. Once that is done, the system will now generate the permit and tell you permit has been, it will tell you this is the final step and the permit has been generated. Click OK to continue. Automatically, it leaves you with only one application left. If we go back to the dashboard for a second now, you will see we have 3 active permits as against 2 that was there. So presently in this account, we have only 3 active permits. It was 2 when we logged on. As soon as you treated one of your tasks, it became 3. And then your job, the number of jobs on your desk now is 1. So we can as well go ahead and approve the last one, not to keep them waiting. So click on view. Scroll down, approve, permit. Same step, accept. Click OK to confirm. So that ends it. You see your pending task is now 0, nothing to do. Go back to the dashboard. To view the permit, how it looks like, click on the active permit. At this point, the applicant is notified that the permit is ready for collection and it has been approved. And then the status has changed to active from being processing. Now the issue date is today because I just approved it today, and it's 90 days from the date of issue according to the regulation. So this is the permit number. If you want to look at the details of the permit, this is the details. Then let's go back. Let's go to dashboard. I think that's about it. So what we could do, just for you to have a feel of the look and how the permit looks like, we can give you a button to print the permit here. But we were told that your job or your role on the portal is not showing. This is the button I was looking for. That's it. So you hit on print. This is the customer's copy. This is the custom copy, the Navy copy, and then the checklist. But they do all this. But for the purpose of this demonstration, let's have a look at how the permit looks like with the signature and the QR code on it. So the same with these other ones. The difference between the 3 of them is that this one has a CC underneath, CC Nigerian Custom, and this is CC Nigerian Navy. The checklist is a summary of the activity that was done on the application from the time it landed, the comment by each staff, and the last approval, including your very self. If I hit on the back, I'm back to my my permit, my import application. So go back to dashboard. So this is the end of the demonstration. And then for you to change your password, I forgot to mention that because we gave you a default password. You click on your you click on your name on the right tab of the window, and then you go to settings. After you have logged in, you put your new password and you confirm it. Put the new password and then you confirm it and hit save. So that will now change to the to your choice password, because the one we gave you is a public password, so you can change that any time of the day. If you have any issues, sir, you can reach us via email, morgan.james@maxfront.com or simeon@maxfront.com. Thank you for watching.